done with the talkments. We're here with the tournament at this point. uuupain versus Give Victor to Muadack. Fawn and Not a Llama here to bring you guys the game. Big Crunchy Man on the Ashe. What a staple pick for him. Like, I love seeing him on Ashe. Even if he's getting countered by a few other people, I just love it anyway.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely something that is a staple of his for sure. As he is applying this pressure starting out here in Keep. What are you thinking for win conditions this game? What do these drafts want to do?
Well, I think that in all honesty, I don't think that they should be like, obviously they're going to want to take control over Keep as we're seeing right now, but I think that they should have different people funnel. Everyone shouldn't be up on bridge. You can't contest that. I mean, like Ashe has her shield. It's going to be harder to break through that, and I think she's running Fortress Breaker. That shield looks bigger. I apologize, Chris. Do you mind showing that? Is she running? No. Okay. No, she's running Battering Ram. It was just the perspective. Okay, but that makes sense. But even still, it's a little bit harder as they're getting run down. The rest of them have to back off, but I don't want them to extend here. I'm kind of wishing that they wait a little bit longer. They haven't even touched a point either. It's 48% and nobody's touched anything.
Yeah, that Inara being able to get some percentages for free, and the first pick comes out onto Sozin there. And the second immediately following onto Crunchy, and blue team is forced to back up, and we do get some cap from Give Victor to Muadack. We've got pretty nice team fight from both teams, but uuupain just forced out into Keep and ran over there on stairs.
Oh man, but Volunberry gets picked off. That's not too good of an opportunity for him. I definitely would back off. Crunchy moves in, finds the opportunity, lands and plants the flag. The banner is there. Heed its call as they manage to get Muadack 54% to 63. The rest of them are going to fall flat or make sure that they escape. I can't say the same as for Khan, though. That heavy blade does too much damage. Volunberry might be trolling a little bit here. He pushes up and eats a lot of damage, but Prephase was the one that gets jebaited instead. They get the kill, they get the point capture, and Ratatouille is hopefully going to be cooking up some chaos by making sure he can take care of Volca at the end of it.
Yeah, good pick to stall out that push and prevent anything from getting done on the side of uuupain there. Muadack finding two.
And it seems like for right now, I think that it's well, first off, yeah, great point to mention, Nada. It is a wonderful fear. They managed to get the pick because of that. They get the second as well. Yano, Costa, and Matthew don't take this one lying down. They decide to trade 2 for 2, but the odds shift immediately as they get the kill onto Crunchy.
Yeah, you've got that big fear onto 3, but there's still 2 more people on the team, and they just kind of ran over the back line while everyone was aggressing onto that fear in church. And they are paying for it, forced to come back in and take this fight one more time. Scout coming out again, along with the time bomb from Sky and the Corvusol coming through. Lots of ornaments being popped with 40 seconds left. They won't have these back for the mid.
45 seconds, and the game has been moving relatively slow. We haven't seen as dominating games as we saw yesterday so far. Everyone fresh and early, bright and early if you're on EU. It's a little bit of a different story, but even still, they're here to play right now. Pre-phase, it's brought down to half HP, but gets healed back up thanks to Aldamba. They're still holding by Fireplace, so for the most part, Crunchy is trying to get some space for his own team. They get brought low. Ratatouille ends up getting cooked up, if anything. There's not going to be any rats here as Muadack gets killed as well. That's 2 down. The assert dominance in the back pocket of uuupain. If they end up getting the kill on Khan, it's looking a lot better for him as they turn their attention to him. Yano Costa comes around up on top of the bridge, looks down and sees if he can get any more damage. He doesn't quite find it, but even still, they still have an opportunity to be able to contest here.
Yeah, and that's the issue with that solo tank Khan. When that Khan falls, there's nothing that you're forced to just touch with these squishies, as you can see here with the Sky on the point. But she seems to be being just fine with this stealth.
Yeah, she's just been chilling for the most part, but the minute that she shows up, obviously Volca's going to be there to be able to get the kill, and then you have to deal about Matthew because Crunchy's all the way up where their spawn is, and it's just all downhill from there. That's a 2-0 for the very first round of today's PGCT. I mean, it's just sort of to shut down that Sky. They don't want to have or give her any chance to sneak right on by. She moves in and manages to get good damage on the Sephi Cloud, but I imagine that gets healed back up soon. Beautiful overpower onto Stuzin. They get the first pick here, but the percentage is still going the way of uuupain. 33% available to him. The DR is not going to help you here. Pre-phase goes down. Ratatouille, the only one that's died so far in this mid. Matthew manages to get Crunchy as Volca tries to filter in onto the objective. He stalls for a little bit, but at the end of the day, give Victor to Muadack, take control over this mid.
And that's really what it comes down to is that con ult hitting, getting that 4v5, and then running over them with the DPS that you have. Because with only that Tiger available, there's only one DPS for the side of uuupain there. And Yato, both DPS force low. Fear comes out just a little bit too late to catch that Sky, but it will not matter. She'll fall over anyways.
It's 54% and steadily climbing now. They're at 72. Let's give Viktor to Muadack have already lost their teammate. They have to wait and play passively, but that might be too cautious for them. Seismic Crash goes out. They manage to not only get one, but it seems like there's more on the menu. Served up and cooked. Muadack, Matthew, both of them go down as Ratatouille has to back up.
Yeah, and I'm really not feeling this solo tank con here. There's no pressure on the objective, and because of that, they just can't hold. And
Yeah.
it's not really working out for them here.
It seems like for right now, Sephi Cloud, Stews, and both of them end up getting the picks here. Cruncy charges in, uses the assert dominance, and manages to get the kill, but the overpower is already ready. He was already low HP enough, so the overpower makes sure they confirm that kill.
Force him to play in that stealth, but with the Illuminates coming out from uuupain here, that stealth is no longer as reliable as it was, and Sozin will have to back up and heal. Same with Sephi Cloud as they start looking to take this final choke.
Definitely makes it a little bit more dangerous here. Sephi Cloud, less than half HP. The Dombo's going to take care of that one. They're still holding by fireplace. Beautiful Fear as well to try and start things off. They get good damage onto the con, and they have to try and make it back, or at least peel off of this incoming fight, this ensuing fight, I should say. As now Tiberius is pushing back in, uses the combat trance. They managed to get Matthew, and he's in even a better position than he was before. And he's playing with fire here, but the damage is enough. Yato Costa manages to get a good kill. Same thing for Ratatouille. Muadack finds one of his own. That's 3 apiece and only 1 to account for on the side of uuupain.
Yeah, and this is exactly how this red team needs to play this. They need to take advantage of having these DPS just to burn the touch. The Cursed Arm will come out, poke some stuff out. K-Crunchy in the red spawn here, but an Aura will be falling to the con. And this is exactly what they need to do here. Just have these DPS on this high ground and burn that point. Volca forced to touch and will just get punched in the face by Matthew. And that will be the first point on the board for Give Viktor to Muadack.
And I'm curious real quick, Karsnik, if you can go back to the damage, because I want to see how well Cassie's doing. And because I think that's important. Ashe is actually out damaging the Cassie. Why do you think that is? Well, what do you think? Is it just?
I mean, K-Crunchy's playing really aggressive on this Ashe. He's taking really good angles. This honestly might just be K-Crunchy playing well more than this Cassie playing poorly.
Great,
he's able to get these. Oh, great. Sir Dominant. He's able to get these splash damage onto 2-3 people at the same time. Poking out Ball and Berry here, maybe able to find that kill.
I don't think they'll even be able to make it back in, Nada. This is looking like a pretty free first game for uuupain. 93% on the objective. Yato touches, but how much longer will they be able to last here? Tiberius is on the hunt. He's looking for Androxus. He gets the kill necessary. Ratatouille, Matthew, both of them still on the objective. Androxus was the first one to die, but Cruncy is already pretty low. They're looking for him. Ratatouille dies, and even still, it's going to be hard for the rest of them to make this work. Ball and Berry is low. The bounces are too strong for him. Muadack's still alive as well. Matthew's there, but they're going to get taken out. Yato can't make it back. You see him scurrying from off screen. GV to him. They're going to take this game. I mean,
I don't know how I feel about this last pick.
Okay,
I want your guys' opinion on it. I think it could be good, but I think it might just die.
It's Yag? It's Yagura.
So,
so
again, we don't have... Thank you, Vitinha. We don't have the Yagoroth graphics, so I'm just using Jormungandr. That is Yagoroth as the last pick.
That's Yagoroth. Yeah.
But I mean, the Tyra Viktor burns the fuck out of that, right?
Right?
I was literally just about to say that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the Strokes is a really odd pick. I don't know how I feel about it. Also, what are the... Can we take a look at talents here as we go in?
Crush.
Okay, so it's a Burn Monster
Yeah.
and Crush. Everything else seems to be standard. A Cherish Furia, Healing Furia for once. And Yagoroth and Vora, that lore duo over on the left flank here.
I genuinely think that them playing by danger is probably the best bet here. I mean, they lock down so many areas. Yagoroth has to choose if she's going to go in. If she goes in and she gets critical axed, then like there's nothing else. Yeah, this is about what you would expect to see in a draft like this. Like she's going to roll in, she's going to go, cool, I did it, and then she's going to leave because there's really not much else that can. She's running side against strength, so there's not much that can really have here. For the most part, competitive Realm Royale.
Royale.
Thank you so much for the Thank you so
I
much.
thought you were dead.
To be fair, we all thought you were dead, but we're good to see. We're glad to see you here to support your your brother in this case. But for the most part, though.
Now Yag actually can't plant there because her head will poke out.
Yeah,
She can, however, she can. This is interaction. She can plant there, poke her head out, ult, and then when Yagarath ults, she hunkers down and become invisible. I don't know if we'll see that. Probably not the most intended of gameplay mechanics, but it works, and we do seem to be seeing off of that Yagarath pick. Terminus getting some point pressure here and getting on up to that magical 87% where they now need to touch to force an overtime. However, Yag has no problem touching and can do it at any point for free. So
okay, wait, they get the kill and they turn things around. Hold on a minute. The barrage gets utilized. How much more will they be able to find from this? They're trying to see if they can find anything in the barrage, and they manage to get the kill on the Strix. Kate Crunchy goes down. Yagarath in the back. So trying to do what she can, managing to use the Harden, so she kept herself alive for a little bit longer. Nobody else was able to touch. The Barrack actually stopped that from happening. Grover binds in, but doesn't communicate that. I think that might be a little bit more of a problem. Victor tried to go in, but even still, Terminus drops down in just the nick of time. The Crush goes out, gets the stun. They find the kill. That's going to be GV2M capping this point.
Yeah, the Yagarath is an interesting pick here, but I don't know if it has the point pressure to really keep up with the Terminus.
It's overall just a more dangerous situation for them to be in if you're playing on this Yag, because there's genuinely nothing that I've seen her be able to do that locks down any sort of consistency for the team. They managed to get the overpower onto Ball and Barry. They get that kill, but of course, Yagarath dies again. Khan's looking to be next on the menu here. He gets served up and cooked. A Sephi Cloud goes down. It's just not going to be effective. Like,
yeah, and it's difficult because this Yag is really just needs to like commit and get really aggressive and run onto one thing, but without Koch, you can't really burn things down.
Right.
And you've got this this Strix, which isn't a ton of backline pressure really. Yeah, after the nerfs to this character's fire rate, not really providing him with so much pressure there, but yeah, just gonna be a clean wipe.
They're not gonna run the pocket potential because they need to keep everybody alive as consistently as possible because they're playing into Viktor Tyra with a Grover, so they're just playing by danger and poking everybody down. Solar Blessing is not going to be as effective enough to try and stop them from doing that, but I like this aggression here. They're playing together, rolls right on through and manages to get a lot off of that. Kid Crunchy manages to get Yato Acosta. They're trying to play danger, but they can't quite do it.
And this is just what they needed to do, that collapse there from Stozen off of the damage done and a good ult. That might not be able to be burned in time. Oh, it will be caught on the geometry. That is highly unfortunate. They really wanted that pick there. But the Term going for the touch here. He'll be the first one touching with that whirlwind.
They managed to get the crush off as well. Vora and Yagarath, once again, the Lord duo are going to be able to get this one cooking. If anything, they get Muadack. And Stuzen goes down. Soon after that, you have a battle on the objective, but Pre-Phase takes Yato Acosta to the grave with them. Khan is the only one that's on the objective. I don't see much value here. You have to wait for a little bit longer. 93% comeback mechanic is there. They just have to step on the point one more time, and I would assume that's like pretty much it. Two more ticks, and that's all they're gonna need. But I don't even think they're gonna be able to get it here. They don't. Yeah. GV2M are going to be able to take this one. Give it to the Muadack. They just take the point. It just didn't end up working out for him. Yagarath's all the way in the back. This is why Yagarath has her moments and why she's so good, I think. They have to answer her. There are two people currently in the back. They are fighting a 3v3 right now, technically. With Whirlwind, technically they're fighting a 6v3 because you're going to have your health bars back up. Just like this. Hey, I mentioned the Whirlwind and it pops off. Yato Acosta, Muadack, they find 2 kills apiece, but Yato says, I'll do you one better. Gets another one. Make that a double kill as they're going to go ahead and roll the cart forward.
I mean, you do have the Viktor Tyra that is higher damage output than the Strix. Yeah, Yagarath is in. Oh boy, not able to get that ult off, unfortunately. And Yato will get picked. That's really good, but is it worth it? It's now a 4v3.
Like Siphon blocked the majority of that.
Yeah, Siphon denying all of that acid spit coming in. It's a really rough matchup. Yag now on the point will be rolling off. It seems to Pre-Phase seems to be having a bit of a struggle with those with that Yagarath movement.
There's usually like
oh boy.
Oh, I see their last hover. Oh my god, I see their last
That's a
hover.
salute.
I get it. No, I see their last hover. I get it.
salute.
I don't think it's gonna work, but I understand what they were doing now.
Triple
If
tank
they
heel
actually
pip. Triple
lock
tank heel
this-
pip.
It's not triple tank heel pip. It's
Fucking
definitely
faces.
not triple tank heel pip.
So this is Kinessa.
That's
this is
it.
Serpent.
That's the kin pick is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
The kin pick is actually
Okay,
but they
I got
could
it.
still go
I
for
got it.
like another DPS in the Sign of Pain if they really want to.
Oh,
Like, I
what?
wait. What is it?
I mean, it's all right, I guess, but like, I don't know if it's the best.
I mean, to be fair, which makes sense.
Calibrate 5 on the Kinessa.
Wait, really? Let me see that. Oh wow, hitting your. Oh, so they're okay. Yeah. So okay. So then they're
He
actually
wants to
trying
be
to.
running away.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because they know how likely it is that the ROM's going to be like dicked on. Like they already know that. Like,
Yeah.
they know how common it's going to be. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
My man peeked and got popped instantly. He's so lucky he didn't die there. Rom and
Three
Kinessa
faces.
both playing back. They're slowly getting walked down right now because of Fernando's shield, and they can't contest that. So they have to sort
Yeah,
of compete
also-
for the most part.
Nando running the best Nando skill in the game. Nice shot.
Oh
Siaka.
my
Oh,
goodness.
you know what? Never mind. You know what? Never mind. They have got one Nessa, they win.
Sheesh.
It's over. Never mind.
Sheesh. My
Over
man.
Furia.
yeah.
Vine
irrelevant.
crash. Vine crash.
Hey.
Trash.
Hey.
Vine trash.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
It's great.
Yato Kin is an uncontested god of death. That's all I got, dude.
Kinessa's obviously going to stay
Gets
next
back.
to Rom. And for the most
Hey, we're
part,
in the
like,
game.
I just genuinely don't know. Like, I genuinely think Street Justice is the. I personally believe Street Justice is the move here because you don't outpoke anybody on this team. You just don't.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going for that, then why take Maeve?
Exactly right. Like
Really
exactly.
question.
Like there's so many better options, right? Speaking of Maeve, Maeve's in the back once again. Did she not? Did you see? Did she? What happened?
Yato going for the.
There she
Oh,
is.
he's
Okay.
going for the carbine shots to try and.
Oh,
Get
to reset
those-
his cooldown for the.
get those
Why the
resets,
fuck
yeah.
didn't he shield? I'm going insane. What was he doing?
Wait, what? I didn't see. I didn't see what you were talking about.
I'm sorry. I have to unmute. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
go fucking crazy. What is he doing?
Tell us in your infinite wisdom. What happened?
He just didn't
What-
he
I
had
just-
shield up and he didn't press shield in front of an inflamed full team of people.
Oh, I see. It's a bit of an issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the problem there.
Yeah, yes, of course. Well, Kresnik, here we go. Here's the
There's a big
thing,
chatter
right?
coming out.
They win the point fight. They win the mid. There we go. Look at Ball and Berry. Look at that. Sarah's in the back. She
Oh.
thought she was vibing. That's wrong. Boca's there, lands the axe, gets rid of Yato Acosta. Ball and Berry, he's running. Rom, he's gonna be running soon. Well, he's not gonna be running soon, actually. He's gonna get crippled the minute that he peeks out anyway. Thank you guys so much for the donations. We genuinely appreciate that. Inflame to start off this fight. Dome Shield to drop. Try and counter out the situation in
Yeah,
orange.
good
Yato
counter.
snipes out Stuzen and manages to get Boca
yeah.
as well. This man in the back line, making sure that he's popping heads where necessary. Rando is playing a little bit more back. They toss out the beam. They make it go into orange.
You just
goes
can't give up
wide.
River Furia, man.
Yeah. It's hard for them to do anything. Like we saw multiple times where people were going to end up getting picked, but it didn't end up working out for him because they just get healed back up by River Furia. You have a solo convergence on pre-phase, and they follow this up with the whirlwind. Never mind. I was going to mention a previous play, but this is the important one. Look at right now, 3 kills on the side of Upain, 1 apiece. You thought you were going somewhere. The Cataclysm comes out, but it doesn't matter. You got the Grover, you got the Maeve. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Try it. Try something.
It's just too much healing. Okay, well,
Exactly.
Preface will fall eventually.
He still loses to Boca because he
Boca
was already doing
trades
so much
out.
damage beforehand, and nobody's on point to be
Yeah.
able to stop this. They have to send in
It's
their
just
squishes to try and
glitchy.
stop it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's a huge
Yeah, big
convergence on the
convergence.
side of Saris. And speaking of which,
They
by the way,
defend that.
yeah, I mean, not
There's
only
no
that,
way.
Here we go, pushing into it once again. They're taking up the same spot that they were at last time. Manages to land the hit, but he can't go in. There's no situation where that will work out for him. Midnight, the clock strikes, and you have the resilience. Preface is there. He's trying to land the shots, but he can't quite find it. They do manage to get Muadack, though. That Midnight is such value in terms of shutting down Yato, even just for a little bit. Just shutting down the Kinessa. She can't peek those longer sight lines. Has to worry about her own life being in danger. Ratatouille was in the back and gets picked off by the rest of Upain. They have plenty of control over this fight, but 1,800 damage. I don't care who you are. You're not living that shot as Yado manages to land one. A beautiful beam as well, catches Muadack beneath the platform, manages to get the exterminate off. That's a point captured for uuupain. Three ultimates on the field here as they use the whirlwind just to make sure they can keep everybody alive fresh. Yado dies instantly as soon as he drops. This is it. It's double support mana. This is it. Y'all want to know why this is so good? Look right here. Look right here. Look good. This is why Grover Fury is insane.
Nothing you can do, man.
This is so sad. Kresnik, can you play Naruto OST Sadness and Sorrow, please, in the background? While for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to use the crossfire to run things down. They have to use the defensive dome shield to try and make sure that things are obviously taken care of, just to protect things just a little bit. They get the shot in the back of Tyra as well. 1 minute and 20 seconds still remaining on the clock. They've got plenty of time. They've got the midnight. They've got the immortal as well.
Forced back a little bit here. So much pressure coming through from Yado on this Kinessa. It's insane how much he's doing this game. Big immortal coming out. Immortal and whirlwind both forced out, and that barrack looks to be falling soon.
Yeah.
Sarah's probably keeping him up, but not for long, and now Sarah's forced him to stealth here. As Red2 is trying to burn down this Grover, will be getting that pick, but will it be enough? Trying to cross over to that contest angle. Has to dodge the beam, and he may not be able to contest anymore. No, but he's still able to contest from that high ground.
Peeking this window is the worst spot for Rom because he runs the risk of getting crippled as well. I mean, it's overall a not so good time. You have an inflame, you have a crossfire. What do you do here? You cry. If anything, you heard all of the headshot, you heard all of the dinks there, the time bomb. She has to throw it out. She has to look for some sort of opportunity to try and stall it. If she gets pre-phase in the back, I bet she uses the ultimate here. She has to try to. Or never mind. Never mind. The Cataclysm actually was huge and managed to get a couple stuns, and it worked out for him. He's getting run down, though. Okay, Crunchy manages to land the Exterminate. Wait, he makes it out of this. No way, right?
No, give Viktor.
His ankles broke? Did they get broke? He has 3 HP. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. He doesn't make it out. Rest in peace. But we tie it up at 2-2. Like they can play the long con, but it's not as effective as trying to be a little bit more aggressive. They get the stun as well. The Exterminate is there, pre-phase. Manages to find one. Ratatouille goes straight to the point, but he doesn't have any soul armor to account for. He gets taken down. Pre-phase in the back still. They're looking at Yado. Okay, Crunchy with a double kill. The beam goes out and manages to catch the barrack. He skedaddles away, but you can't run from the Mave. The smoke screen may be enough to heal him for at least a little bit longer, but when you've got that inflame, I guess you just sort of sit on it. Like, I mean, they use the inflame. They're not going to push in, be a little bit more aggressive here. Ratatouille goes in and gets crippled instantly. They're all turning to burn him. The midnight to make sure nobody on the opposing side can follow up. The overtime may be a factor, but it won't be for much longer. You got the whirlwind to follow things through. Once again, you move in to take care of the sky. You got a 3-2 on the side of you.
I couldn't see exactly how Muadack died, but that's definitely a big impact on this fight. Pre-phase going for this flank here.
Yeah, he managed to make sure that he could try. He's going to try and get them around to it, but I think he was expecting more like easier. Yeah, he was expecting like easier targets to be there. He used the immortal though, which is a good look. So far, still good. Shield goes up. There's 3 of them staring right at the sky. As a matter of fact, wait a minute.
That would in fact be the entire team. That would be all 4 of them.
Yeah, that would be, and they're managing to get these shots. They're just raining help down from above, but they can't get the kills on them.
Oh, big beam.
Right now, pre-phase moves up, and they actually get Yado with Rom standing right next to him, I think. I think he tried to TP out. I think he ends up getting the kill there. They're just keeping everybody alive. They're still fighting for orange. This is huge. In the back, they have the Cataclysm used out. Ratatouille manages to find multiple members of uuupain.
And also looking at red team's damage here. Top 3. Even this Furious damaging over Mave and Nessa.
Yeah.
Furious doing more. This character is insane.
That's the Exterminate power. That's that right there. That beam goes out, you get stuck. You're taking damage over time. I think it's about 100, 110 per second you're getting hit with that Furia beam. It's like from the nerf at this point. Nerf, quote unquote, in big air quotes. Those quotes are both 36-point font, Times New Roman, and bolded. In terms of nerf,
gleaming like silver platinum too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, very, very visible. 15 seconds still remaining. Of course, you have the Headhunter on the side of Kinessa. She gets the shot into the Tyra, but it's not really meaning much. They aren't able to really maneuver in a way that's going to allow them to take control over this objective in its entirety. And Crunchy and Stuzen going down means, obviously, that they're not going to have that time. They're not going to have that opportunity.
I don't know. You've got to. I mean, this defense is pretty much guaranteed at this point. We just burn through Steffi here.
I think they just go. They have Cataclysm. They're grouped up every time. Yeah. I think you have to push. Because you've been losing every single mid because you've been playing in their hands the whole time. Yado's getting flanked because it's already hard for them to hold down the line in sewers. So you can't really worry about that. So you literally just have to go in. I imagine that we see. Doesn't matter about the cripple. Doesn't matter about anything. He has resilience 3. They go in now. This is 3-3. They have the resilience. I think they fight you.
And
right now
I don't know where the HUD went. I don't know where the HUD went. It's gone, and I don't know how to get it back. All right. Good luck, everybody. I have no fucking clue what I pressed. I have no clue what button I pressed. I've never seen this before.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
We're putting the Mave on the point.
There's 3 of them. 4
someone's
on the
probably
side.
capping. Yeah, okay.
We got it, okay.
Hey, we got it back. There we go. Hey.
Press P. Yes, okay, there we go.
I got it.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Hey, uuupain, we'll be capping here up to 50% already. We were a bit confused on where everything went, but we have found it all. And Steffi Cloud just hanging out on the point here.
I don't think they're going to be able to make it back to touch. Nada, wait a minute. Pre-phase gets the kill here. Muadack takes a good amount of damage. This is a good look. They use the Whirlwind. They use the Dome Shield. Muadack still goes down. The Whirlwind is a huge factor here as to how they were able to stay on the objective for so long and even contest the amount of time they will be able to capture on GV2M. They get the Stuzen gets Ratatouille, and they find a kill on him. They're able to at least fight back a little bit. Barrick's still on point. It seems like they're mostly ignoring him. They're going for Yado. They're going for these fights in the back. Meanwhile, Barrick's still on the point, still trying to contest. He's able to be there for a little bit longer, but it's not going to mean much. uuupain, take this. That's a spectator bug. It's not giving it to Muadack. uuupain, take this one.